Hello friends, it's Persey again. So last video made tataura about font size tovatanyanya kufocus on pixels and so tichanyanya kumaona mapixels aya kumberi uko tichaenda because tichanyanya kumashandisa pakawanda. So now mune this video we want to focus on selectors and like here apa tatakangodzidza a basic selector which is the tag name, and so we'll learn more about selectors and we see many more selectors tichiona kuti tinofamba sei. So let's go ku HTML kwedu. First of all I want to change this to more on selectors, actually more on selectors, and then here just say selectors like this. Okay, so I want to put some main paragraphs, so I say paragraph 1 like this. I want to put, let's say, 10 paragraphs. I'll be working with paragraphs in this video, but the concepts will apply to anything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, let me put 9 and 10 like this. So okay, so what we want to learn, let me change the board back to normal. I will just remove this background color like this, right? Then we want to change our color to black, or let us make it blue for us to H1. We don't want to work with H1 in this video, and let us remove this and say blue like this. Okay, so we have these paragraphs, they are all blue, and here we're using a P tag. Let us just remove this board again because we're just working with paragraph in this tutorial. So if you see, we have 10 paragraphs here, and these paragraphs, they are all set to blue because we're using the default selector. But let's say we want our only 5 paragraphs to be red, right? And you want other to be blue. So what do? We have a selector that is called class, right? So class, what it does is that it comes as it's an attribute, right? Like this, like our normal attributes. So if we put class, what we do is that we put a name we desire any name that we desire as our selector. That name will become our selector in CSS. And let's say for this, let's say we say red because we want these paragraphs to be red, right? So what we do is that everything that we need it to be red, we then put it this class. So we come to this paragraph and we then say class red, and we say class, let's say these 3, these are what we want to put the red color. So remember, this is just a name. It doesn't mean that it has the color already. So if we save, this is just a selector we have put, which is class. So if we come here in our CSS, we now want to set this to red, right? So what do? We come here and we put a what? A dot. This means that the kind of a selector we are dealing with is a what? Is a class, right? So if we put this dot, we then put the name that we have given our class, and our class here type as red. So we put a period gun full stop to red like this to vura brackets edu. Saka izvi kureva kuti yese step yatichaisa umu ichatsvaga chinhu chine class, chine attribute class ine value red. Ndo zvazviri kureva panapa. Tokwanisa kunyora this, tokwanisa kuipa any name that we want. Please don't confuse this with the red color. This is just a name of the class which we are putting here. So now we want to put the actual color. we know that if we're putting our text color, we use a property color. So here we'll say red like this, and we save. As you see here, we now have the first 3 paragraphs. They are now red. Saka panapa pa selector yatashandisa is what? Is class. Then class yachotapatapa name what? Red. So let me check if I can squeeze in another thing if our times 2 permits. And okay. So another attribute, another selector that we want to learn about is what we call an ID. So let me just go back through Timbona Shataita. So far tashandisa paragraph, a p tag, a p selector, which selects everything that is a paragraph, every style paragraph, and no selector. Let us put default here. Black. But what I want to do is that chatruda kuti chive global na paragraph wese truda kuseta a font size like the font size yedu to vatita 22 pixels like this, right? Then my paragraphs data pixels, then default colors default color chatango style chete so far is select what paragraph. Let's say paragraph 6, we want it to be green. Just paragraph what? 6. How do we select paragraph 6? Saka tikawaya pana paragraph 6. Tikandompa class wake ega. It doesn't make any sense. Kana tikanomisa class red. Zvineshirota kundoita wekalachi red. By the way, okay, I'll go into that. But anyways, so confused. Let me finish this first. Tikawaya panapa, so kana tichida kungo selected chinhu 1 chete, only a single thing, and tichida kuchi style chingor 1. What do we use? We use an attribute ID, right? So if you see panapa tashansa class, because tichida ku style shakati 1 day. Now we just want to select 1 tag chat. So this ID will only apply to this paragraph chat. And what do we want to name it? 6, like this. This is the name that we are giving it. So here we are just selecting this paragraph 6 only, and this ID is going to work on this what? The 6 only, and we save. So if we come here, sezvatamboita paipa yekuti tatipata tichida kupa a class yedu, tichida kutaridza CSS yedu kuti the selector is a class type full stop. For this one we put a pound sign kana kuti hash sign, and if we put a hash, then we'll put the name of the word of the ID, right? Izvi zvindo zviri kutadza ku CSS kwedu kuti chatiri kuda kutsvaga ID in 6 pound ari kureva kuti tiri kutsvaga for ID, then ID yacho inonzi 6. Just sezvataita panapa kuti tiri kutsvaga ichirushawo kuti tiri kutsvaga a class ine select trade. Saka panapa ID yedu ina 6, tiri kuda kuipa tiri kuda kuipa color green like this, you see. So if we save, you see paragraph 6 is now green, and no zviripo pa ID. So we have a class and we have an ID. No zvakanyanya kukosha pa what? Pama selectors. So this is all that we need to know for now about selectors. I will show you another thing about selectors in the next tutorials. So next video maybe we're going to focus on what we call a division tag and teach how to style it. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Please let us subscribe and invite others to learn with us. Thank you.